So there you go, folks. If you want to check out Redrum, a murder mystery, of course there's a website for it as well, but they're going to be performing at the Museum of Natural Science, the fabulous museum that we have in downtown Raleigh. There's an auditorium there, so you can, where can people buy tickets?
Well, they could contact www.redrumraleigh.com, and we'll be having, we're in the process of getting e-tickets right now, but they can always give me a call at 919-607-1329, and I'll be able to help them with reservations.
Now, kicking it around a little bit, Ryan, what's one of the things that you've seen in terms of the program developing from where it started to where it's at now? How has it developed?
Well, we've had a lot of different cast members come in and take part, and some have come just to watch it, and some have come and try it out and performed in different roles. And since then, that's how we grew to develop our full cast. And you know, and from there, it's really just been an evolving process. For a while, we had seemed like a different script and new actors there every week, but we've really kind of stuck with a stable core group of people, and it's been a lot of fun working with everybody. And even one of my old college roommates has come and joined the play. That's Donovan Cornitz, who's not here today, but he plays one of the lead roles in Frank, and you know, it's just been fun still getting to spend time with old friends and make new ones.
Well, that's great. It just sounds like a lot of fun, and I think everybody at home, you guys should check this out. Redrum Murder Mystery, playing in Raleigh now. So, Susan, how many cast members are there all together in the final production?
God, I'm not sure. How many? 8? Are there 8
we have
characters?
Yeah, 8 main characters, and then we have a sound effects guy and the lighting.
Which is Fernando.
Yeah.
And basically, everybody, this is a cast where everybody kind of chips in. I started the website by an accident. I started taking pictures, putting them up, and then we started adding on to the website. It's off of my own personal website. So now it's gotten big enough where Jory now has to get her own website so we can, it's just growing. It's growing a lot. And I've had a great experience working with Jory. She is, as she says, it's very organic. And it keeps changing and moving, and she likes us to have input, which has helped it to grow and develop character lines. And I've had the opportunity to do some videography, I guess it would be called. And so I've done some interviews with her and did some editing and doing the photography and the editing and a little bit of, you know, writing. It's been a lot of fun, and everybody fills in what needs to be filled in, and it's becoming a family.
Well, it does sound very organic. It sounds like the script changes a little bit for each episode. There's a little bit of audience participation, is that right? Tell me how that works.
Well, at each performance, we have slips on the table. There is, some of the actors go through the audience and ask them questions, and it's an interactive event. And then they have slips of paper, and then they write on there who they think murdered them. And then we do have door prizes that we give away. So depending on V's, T's, and Treasures, we're going to be doing some events for them. And she's going to be giving door prizes away. And then La Foresta, they give away gift certificates. And at the museum, we're going to have bigger prizes. I think our first one for February 15th, we're giving away a whitewater rafting trip for 2 to West Virginia.
Yeah, and Detective Slaughter needs the help of the audience to solve these mysteries.
Yes, he does.
I've got great capabilities, but the audience needs to pitch in and help us.
So it's we've got a mystery, it's a murder mystery. I can kind of visualize how this would come together. Tell me a little bit more about the different characters that are in the production, Jeff, if you would.
There's
Sam Slaughter. Who else?
we have Sam Slaughter. It's a detective.
Oh, your love triangle.
We have
Yes.
the gentleman Frank that gets murdered. He has a daughter, and the daughter has a friend that's in the play.
The daughter used to be a son.
Yeah.
Until we had a wonderful young actress show up that did just so well with the role in rehearsal that she took the role.
Yeah, we changed it from a male to a female role. But that's how organic the show is, that we can actually just do that. When we find somebody that really fits in, and I will work around anyone that wants to come and fit in, you know, and I want to be able to write them in and work.
So if people are watching this and they're interested in joining, how often do you guys practice and rehearse?
We rehearse every Tuesday from 7 to about 9:30 at the Museum of Natural Science.
In the auditorium.
In the auditorium, which is WRAL.
It sounds like probably the best way to contact you guys is to maybe start with a website, or and then there's an email address, I would imagine, from there.
Yes.
but every Tuesday,
7 to 9:30 at the Museum of Natural Science. We're there, and we do need understudies for the characters that we have now, and we have scripts that are in the works now, being written right now for future shows. So we just continue to do this a monthly event and then book at different places.
Now, did you write an original script when you started to have something like a blueprint to work from? Or?
Well, what I do is I usually have a concept. Like I'll have something, a bee in my bonnet, which is the Dorothea Dix, because I've gone to some meetings over there, and I lived in downtown Raleigh, and I love, you know, that whole Dorothea Dix area. So I sort of had something that I wanted to do on Dorothea Dix, and then now the museum, their hot topic is that no OLF, which is the Navy trying to put in that that landing strip. So that sort of became my next script. And then we're going to be doing something on the Volstead Act. Different things that hit me, I'll just ask the scriptwriter to write in. And so, and everybody sort of pieces it together. If somebody has an idea, you know, Jeff works at the museum, so he has a lot of ins over there. So he's sort of helping with the script. So it's sort of whoever has the answers and wants to contribute at that time, I let them, you know, we'll have a meeting and get it done.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, Mike, now you're in charge of some of the marketing. How do these hot topic issues factor into some of the marketing for the play?
Well, basically, Joy gave me the opportunity to really kind of harness my creative mind, which, I don't know, I guess until I met her, guys, I guess was in the closet. It's now out of the closet. She gave me the opportunity to write weekly newsletters and just kind of create my own little articles. And as far as how the topics affected the newsletter, sometimes, you know, depending on where we were, if the rehearsal was at the museum, I would come out with one line like, you know, we're rehearsing with the bag of bones or something like that. But those topics, the topics haven't really affected my writing just yet, but that could change very quickly.
Well, I guess the idea behind it then is to, you know, make it topical and make it something that people in Raleigh are hearing about, whether it's the, the Dorothea Dix Project 306 or whatever it is, and there's no OLF, to make it something that's topical that they're interested in on more than just an entertainment level. It gives them something to talk about afterwards.
Yes, it does. Yeah, it makes it very, because people are the Dorothea Dix is a hot issue, you know, and everybody wants to know what's going to happen with it and what's going to go on. And we don't really dive and solve the issue, but we just make it laughable, you know, what's really going on, you know, and the different, you know, they come out and they say one thing and then it comes out that it's another, and so we just sort of make fun of those, you know, and we're not here to solve world issues or anything. We're just here to, you know, make people laugh and to make you think about things a little differently.
We're just here to kill somebody off and figure out who did it.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's talk a little bit about how the script has evolved, Ryan, since you're a script editor and have some access to the script. How has it changed from, you know, from the first version of it to where it's at now?
Well, it's something that's really grown and developed, and it's coming from people coming in and trying out different accents, such as Mike and even myself. I do an Australian accent in the
Gotta
play.
do it.
He does it
Gotta do it.
You have to.
Okay.
Just a bit.
All right, mate. Oh, I think we've had ourselves quite a good time here. What do you say we go get some beers after the show?
That can be arranged.
You know, but because of that, then through that, each person's kind of gone on and taken on their own character within the character, and that's helped create the script. And it's of course added and taken away lines and also added little parts of dialect and different things in there that wouldn't have been there